Hello and welcome to the original podcast. I will keep this introduction to this first episode brief. This first episode is dedicated to some very important people and powerful, which I will call scumbags. They have demonstrated an incredible ability to hide from uncomfortable situations, namely the truth. I will be honest, the past almost 4 years have been very frustrating, with their ups and downs and mostly downs. What's been shattered is my view that the world is a nice place full of nice and kind people who ideally will admit the truth when it comes knocking on their door. And I have knocked many times so far, only to get silence in return. No rejection, just silence. I will challenge these people in a unique way, and I'm going to introduce some things to you. I will call them scumbags because that's what they are. So, scumbags, let's play a very specific game of truth or dare. But first things first, who are these people? Okay, so you all know Google, Spotify, and Canonical, which distributes Ubuntu OS, and you all use their services. You all know the term podcast. Some of you might know the game 0AD, and I'm sure you all know the names of Android as an operating system, YouTube, Chrome, Firefox, Opera browsers, Thunderbird Mail, Telegram Messenger, Google Maps or Maps as an online map service. The name Jammy Jellyfish of Ubuntu distro, for those who have Ubuntu, and this is recent enough, and of course Ubuntu as the name of a Linux-based operating system. The services are familiar to you, and most of these names are as well. And I'm not getting into software design features such as the extra desktop feature of Ubuntu, among others, which I will leave for later. So, first and foremost, this is for you, my dear scumbags. And let's start with names. One of my favorites, Mark Shuttleworth of Canonical and Ubuntu. Let's move to another pair of scumbags, Daniel Ek and Martin Lorenzon of Spotify. And let's go to YouTube, major scumbags with Steve Chen, Chad Hartley, and Jawed Karim. And finally, let's go to Android operating system with Andy, Rick, Nick, and Chris. Let's put some context into all this, okay? Because if you enjoy your Android phone, watching videos on YouTube, enjoy listening to music free on Spotify or paid, have a free Linux distribution that Ubuntu and other distros provide, enjoy messaging on Telegram, use Chrome or Firefox to browse the internet, you all have something in common. The one person who had all these ideas. Hi. Yes, you belong in one singularly conceptualized ecosystem. And my dear scumbags, let's take all your claims and thoughts and character and let's put them to a real test. Truth or dare? And I hope you choose dare. To understand things better, let's try a thought experiment. Okay. So imagine writing a note and leaving it in a box and trusting it to a person with his friend present. The note in the box has some ideas in it. Then you leave the box and the person takes these ideas, which are all implemented to the letter, and from them billions and trillions are made. No second contact is made. About 25 to 30 years later, you remember giving the box to the person and understand that all has been fulfilled. all the ideas came to be. They were all implemented exactly as conceived. All of them made billions, millions, and trillions. So, what do? All you ask from the people who took the ideas and implemented them is a job. Job. And the recognition of the origin of these ideas because of, well, financial reasons. Now, all these ungrateful scumbags who took these ideas, they know something of the truth, but the one thing they do know for sure is that these ideas did not come from them. This is not something I'm going to debate online, because it is my challenge to them. So, here is the logic in a nutshell. All the names and services are unique and important. We can all agree on that. All of them were given all at once. This makes it impossible for one claim to be true and the others false. They all have to be true. If one of them isn't, the rest aren't as well. And this is my actual case. And let me be perfectly clear, dear Andy, Rick, Nick, Chris, Chad, Jawed, Steve, Daniel, Martin, and Mark. I can take you all at once, or one by one. It's up to you. Or you can go to Google directly to Larry, Sergey, or Sundar and bitch about it. They know the truth very well. They have known it since day one, well, almost day one. Moreover, they have been notified about it years ago. They know about my intentions and my claims. My many thanks goes to Ubuntu's trademark lawyer, who identified himself, but went silent when I made my claims known to him. Well, at least you check and answer your emails. This is much appreciated. In the best case scenario for all of you, they are going to be the ones who share it with you. But if they haven't, I will do so. I can take on Google directly. No problem there at all. I made them what they are anyway. This is, I know how this sounds, but this is the truth. If they want, I can take them on directly, Larry. No problem. And here's my challenge to all of you. So listen closely in case you want to keep pretending. Never mind. So what is my challenge? I will show up in any courtroom under any official proceeding by which the truth will be revealed in the way I will describe. And then the judge can make a verdict, awarding the winner and punishing the liar. The way is this. I will make my claims, I will state my claims, and all of you, or some of you, all is better, will identify a living person as the conceptual creator of these ideas, under oath, in front of a judge, who afterwards will reward the winner. If it's you, this means that you identify yourself as a living person who came up with these ideas, well, the ones that you claim. I will go to prison, because if you are able to do that, then I will be lying. And you will not be able to do that anyway. If it's me, which means that when you mention a person, it won't be you, it will be someone else. And in the case you don't know me, you will mention a person. This person will mention another person. It will all come back to me. I will get what the judge awards. And I will even let you speak first. 1 minute, that's all that it will take. One simple statement. If you don't know the answer, then point to the person who gave you the idea. If you don't have a clue who came up with this, again, ask Larry, Sergey, and Sundar. As I said, I have notified them a long time ago anyway. Larry and Sundar got my mail. I'm not so sure about Sergey, but he knows. And it will all come back to me. So, if you are such cowards as not to appear in court, and this proceedings is a matter of law, of US law, but let's say the proceedings take place and you choose not to appear in person, you send a lawyer, then your lawyer has to provide a statement. The lawyer has to say, my client and the client's name has told me, which means that the lawyer heard it in person in front of witnesses, that the name of the person who came up with this idea is nothing else. So what I'm telling you is provide the name in the court. If you do it first, I will go to prison. You can speak first. I have no problem there. If you don't provide the name, then talk to the judge. I'm sure he will assist in helping to uncover the truth, because that's what the courts are for. Because all these names and ideas were given at the same time. They are unique, so unique as to be impossible to forget who it was, which means if I came up with the names, I know what I came up with. And I'm not talking about one, I'm talking about multiple important services, features, and names, which means basically that you have all used these ideas and claimed them separately. My claim is that they belong to me, and what I claim is the truth. So go ahead, take me to court, let's find a way to go to court. Anyway, I will find a way to get there. I will show up. I have tried it, but the American embassy makes it very complicated to get an answer. They have also sent them emails, but they don't want to bother. So I will show up. So will you. And then we will have our game in front of the judge. What's the risk? If you are telling the truth, there is no risk for you. Tell the truth. And the result for me will be to go to prison, because there are legal claims and consequences to someone who is going to do that. Fine. Can you do it? Let's see.